Next, we have an article at themillenniumreport.com entitled Targeted Individuals, the Various Means of Attack, Abuse, and Assault. And the anonymous author begins. It has been said that when you're first targeted, they hit you hard in multiple directions. Presumably, this is done so you'll collapse after experiencing recurrent emotional violence, which is compounded after you've realized that all normal support structures and avenues of grievance have been removed. There appears to be multiple levels of intensity of this program that people can receive. The two main parts of the program are group stalking and non-lethal weapons. Both are violent attacks, and some are apparently hit hard with both. People tend to associate the word harassment with acts of temporary aggravation or pestering. Therefore, it may not by the proper word to describe. A little bit of a grammar problem here, probably here. It may not be. Therefore, it may not be the proper word to describe the never-ending acts of covert violence inflicted upon targeted people, which amounts to torture and murder. Some of the tactics used in these programs are borderline subliminal, which is why they are so difficult to detect, explain, and defend against. It is my goal to make the unconscious conscious. Many of these tactics are a type of mind control, continues the anonymous author. Most of these tactics have been used in former COINTELPRO operations by the U.S., Russia, and Germany against their own civilian population. The hidden evil's genesis is obviously derived from known tactics such as bogus investigations, surveillance, smear campaigns, the use of noise, the use of thefts and break-ins, character assassination, staged accidents, framings, sabotage or vandalism, mail interference, and blacklisting. Citizen informant squads for overt surveillance, in other words, gangstalking, poisoning and drugging, incarceration into prisons or mental institutions, and electromagnetic weaponry. It is a historical fact that the United States has officially targeted its civilian population on multiple occasions. Programs such as MKUltra and COINTELPRO cannot be denied. The methods reportedly employed in these harassment campaigns bear a striking resemblance to those attributed to the CIA and FBI during such operations. In Germany, these methods were contained in two programs, Zersetzung and Directive Perceptions. They were basically German versions of COINTELPRO. Zersetzung was developed to destroy a targeted person's inner self. During an interview on the Republic Broadcasting Network, Dr. Munzert, a German target, drew a parallel between the current program and what occurred in East Germany. He explains, quote, "In Germany, this is called Zersetzung, and this means the dissolution or disintegration of the targeted person." The BBC in 2004, for a non-fiction book, and in it is written, the German word Zersetzung is harsh and has no direct English equivalent. Zersetzung, as a concept, involves the annihilation of the inner self. It calls for the targeted spreading of rumors about particular persons with the aid of anonymous means, making compromising situations for them by creating confusion over the facts, and the engendering of hysterical and depressive behaviors in the target person. Directive Perceptions, the other German program, was designed to develop apathy in the targeted subject, to achieve a situation in which the victim's conflicts, whether of a social or personal nature, are irreversible, to give rise to fears in the victim, to develop or create disappointment, to restrict the person's talent or capabilities, to reduce their capacity to act, and to harness dissension and contradiction around them. These directives were used by the Ministry for State Security against threats to state security. In other words, they were massively used on the population to maintain dictatorship. These programs were designed to secretly destroy a target's personal and professional life, to ruin them financially, and prevent them from reaching their potential, with the intention of producing irreversible, depressive, and panic-stricken behaviors. What the hidden evil appears to be is a combination of various COINTELPRO operations used by oppressive regimes on their own civilian population. It has been refined and deployed globally.